Down, but not permanently out. Tonight, firefighters in Hobe Sound are on alert for hot spots from a brush fire that burned only a mile or so from nearby homes. Good evening, I'm Michael Williams.
And I'm Kelly Dunn. Thank you for staying with us tonight. No homes are in danger right now. Fire crews are working to ensure that it stays that way. Mindful that only yesterday the brush fire mushroomed from 50 acres to more than 1,000 in minutes before being contained.
We're covering Martin County tonight with the largest team on the Treasure Coast. News Channel 5's Vince Norman is monitoring the scene for us right now.
Once the heat of yesterday's blaze died down, the waiting game began.
The wind right now is blowing towards us, so basically we're going to concentrate on the other side of the fire.
Even with the fire smoldering, firefighters aren't out of the woods yet. There was a brief flare-up Thursday afternoon, and despite the brief setback, the Department of Forestry has their strategy in place.
The first thing to do is protect the north end of this fire.
The Florida Division of Forestry and Martin County Fire Rescue set to work, digging fire breaks where possible.
This has burnt us so many small and large wet areas in here that we cannot take our dozers in because it's just boggy enough that they would get stuck.
And keeping a close eye on the inaccessible areas in danger of a flare-up.
Usually in the afternoon when the vegetation starts to dry out, we'll start getting the wind to pick up and the humidity starts to drop a little lower. You're going to start getting some of the stuff that hasn't burnt yet to start to flare up.
Anything within 100 feet of those dozer lines is dead out. We're going to be using brush trucks and dozers to make sure everything is dead out.
With over 2,000 acres of dry vegetation, the fire is not expected to burn itself out anytime soon.
There's a 3 foot of this dry vegetation, which is called muck or a duff layer that just sits there and smolders, and you need a lot of water to try to put that out.
But we're going to need a torrential downpour. We'll need a tropical storm in order to get this thing under control.
Despite an early afternoon flare-up, the fire is 100% contained, and Martin County firefighters and the Division of Forestry are just mopping up at the fire breaks. In Martin County, Vince Norman, WPTV, News Channel 5.